What is even up? It's your boy Krebman with my boy Heckenstein and my lovely
And
bald wife in
Ep39.
Bali. Welcome to the Hypnotic Hootout. How are we all doing?
Bald.
Indeed.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Well, hairy in my case.
We've got hair for all of us.
That's true. I'm doing pretty good. Had a nice week. Got some stuff to talk about. How about you?
He cut my hair and it's all gone.
It's true.
Well, maybe it will come back.
Hopefully. It's gone. And I haven't been like this in over 15 years or so. So yeah. Weird.
Yeah, it's
And
what's
you
the
missed the
word
spot.
for not being fearful?
He missed the spot.
Where?
Yeah.
What? No.
I asked for a simple German cut and he gives me this.
Well, it's the simplest.
What's a German cut? Oh, okay. I got it.
Do you know what a German cut is?
Yeah, I can imagine.
Like the soldier cut.
There might be like two kinds of what?
Like, you know the soldiers, how they cut their hair and then it's spiky at the top or just a nice square.
That's
Yeah.
a German
Isn't
cut,
that
really?
American?
No, we called it the German cut. Just
That's
Google
cool.
German cut. That's what you'll find. Like
I
people
imagine
with
like
square.
either no hair at all or like the title, like Hitler's hairstyle to be the German cut. So I'm happy that at least in your part of the world, the German haircut is actually something a little cooler.
No. It's more like a soldier cut. Like Dolph Lundgren. What's his name? Yeah, Dolph Lundgren. Huh?
Lundgren.
Well, how am I supposed to know Lundgren?
Right, he's an American.
I didn't know
Lundgren.
that. What?
Lundgren.
Dolph Lundgren.
Makes sense.
Yeah, that haircut is called a German cut. Just picture it on a black person with a bit of stiffy hair, no see-through or fairy-like or gel. Then that's...
I'd really like identified it with like more of an American cut.
Well, I don't know what
This
it's
is
called.
the German cut.
Yeah.
Is this a German cut?
Well, there is a historical reason this could be the case, yeah.
Oh, you guys are making fun. Tell me.
What?
I don't have any idea what the German cut is, but if someone had asked me, it's been either no hair at all or Hitler's hairstyle.
Okay.
So I'd say you got the better one.
Okay. Well, in South Africa, we called it a German cut. I don't know what it's called. Always called it a German cut. You blow out your hair, and then they cut it and they trim it, and it's like a square thing. That's a box. Somebody came up with it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All good things. How are you doing, Hannes?
How am I doing?
Got the satisfaction of cutting my hair.
So I'm doing great.
You're doing great. He was
Just
laughing
talking
all the way.
It's not even true.
It was, you were. And the weirdest thing is that obviously he's laughing because now I asked him to keep my hair. I keep my hair. I kept my afro hair. You want to ask why?
Yeah.
Puzzlement. Um, I don't know. At some point, I started collecting them, and then I made sketches, and I thought, it would be nice to like. So it's been evolving. So it would be nice to like have an afro for Barbie. Like start making little afros and selling little afros for Barbie, like extension, or for. I'm planning. I've got images of my hair in a ball, like really beautiful artistic images, almost like a study. But I'm planning to make an artwork with it. I just don't know what it is yet.
For how long did you do this now?
So every time I either wash my hair or something, it pulls out and it comes off. I take that and I put it in a can.
Yeah,
I've
but
got
since
like,
when?
I
Like when
don't
did you
know.
start?
It's been years.
Years. Oh,
Yeah.
that's cool. I wonder when at what point you can like get your own weight in hair.
My own weight in hair.
Yeah, that'd be cool, right?
That will be like, that will take forever.
I
Definitely
do
take.
wonder how much you can produce. Maybe
That's
I should do
nice.
this too.
So yeah, so far I've got like a huge effort and obviously little bits in 2 cans, not big cans. And I stuff them in there. And one day I'll take them out and give them a shower and a comb through. Don't know from what. And then I don't know what I want to make. Maybe a jacket, like Buffalo Bill. I don't know.
A real hair jacket. Okay, that would be cool too.
It's just, but I like your weighing of things. It's just how do you make it nice? I'm hoping to, felt.
Mm-hmm.
Um, like yeah, I've like a sofa. There was once a sofa that I sat on, made purely out of felt. And if it kind of sags or anything, you just like fix it with
Refill.
with like pointing at it. What do you call it?
Hmm.
Do you know how to fix
Yeah, you have
felt?
like a needle thing.
Yeah, like a needle. Like you needle it.
Hmm.
Yeah, so that would be
I've seen
nice.
like people making these like cat dolls basically out of felt, needling them.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could do like little dolls or something.
I like you. You just keep them coming. Keep them coming.
You can see how capitalist I've grown up to. First thing I think is how can you sell this? Could
Yeah,
do little
no.
dolls or
No, a giant sofa. Someone who's kinky about hair. Giant sofa of hair. Like
yeah.
someone who's kinky. Like, yeah,
But
sexy.
it's right at the border to like keeping your toenails, but I think it's on the good side still. But yeah.
Which one is worse, the toenails or the hair?
Well, toenails. I don't. What can you do with the toenails? You can weight them, but I
Build a
think
ship to the
in both
underworld.
cases, like hair and toenails. When I now think about it, I think I just like wait like a couple of days, then cut them, and then weight this, and then I just calculate how much time it would take. I wouldn't really try this,
So
but I
far,
don't see any. Yeah, I don't see a toenail so far.
I've seen I think it was inspired by some ceramic work with hair that looked like pubic hair. Like it was a almost like a fruit bowl, and it looked seductive and like the shape of it, so you can put like keys or fruit bowl or something. It was a beautiful bowl. Made to look phallic, I think. And then we saw that woman in the hotels program. She collects hair, and she was also like she worked in the Lord of the Rings set, and she supplies hair for white women or white people who need it. So she's always stroking them, and they graded, and the blonder the better, brunette it's okay, kind of a thing. So yeah, she makes money out of that. And some people, because it was a program about hoteliering, some people, she made a specific comment with some woman who had very beautiful, luscious hair. She was like, "Oh, like your hair, I would want to take your hair and stuff." And then they were afraid of sleeping or something like that for a second. Like, oh no, we have to be careful with this woman. Yeah.
I guess you could do like a gamers girl bath whiter situation there. Just start streaming, and then if you have enough people, then you can like sell your hair. But I think like artwork is probably better. I don't know.
Yeah, it's been how are we? We're okay. Well, I'm okay. I'm gonna speak for myself. I am exercising. That's
Yes.
the highlight of my days. Every day. And yeah, doesn't get any better because I've just added another form of exercise, and it's kicking my ass. I still nowhere near my calendar. My day says 279 days of yoga, and of course they in between. Like in between, I stayed without exercising. There's stuff that I still can't bend. I still can't, and I'm so impatient. Sometimes I wonder how long that would take, but it always seems like I'm competing with people who are professional, who've been doing it for years and years, or it seems as if, I don't know why I think, well, firstly, obviously it's a white world where everything I see is white bodies doing this stuff. So, or in this case, Asian. And it feels like they've been doing it for so long, or even if they haven't, they pick it up so quickly because there must have been ballet somewhere. There must have been something that required some sort of stretching.
Could be just genetics, right? Could be just they have like flexible bodies, always had it, and that's why yoga is especially fun for them because they right away could do all the stuff. That's how I mostly figured.
Yeah.
Like when I started Aikido, I noticed quickly that this is just something I could do. I was just good at it, better like than most people at like progressing. So I progressed faster than like a lot of them. So that's also like the reason why I stayed at that for such a long time. Sure, with yoga it's the same thing. Like people who can do this naturally good, they'll have much more fun with this than someone who struggles. Like I don't know how you struggle, but
yeah.
well, I'm happy that I can like touch my feet now. That's something like I didn't think I would ever learn, but yeah, yoga helped me learn this. So yeah,
I'm
that's
persevering.
my goal.
Yeah. And Hannes just looks at me. That's his yoga.
Lovingly, I hope.
I get exhausted just from watching.
Well, that's a start, I guess.
Well, he's eating fruit.
What?
Since I came along, he eats fruit.
Never seen him eat fruit.
That can't be true.
Is it true?
I don't know. I just made it up. I can't right now. I can't remember a single time he did that, but
I like me a good grape.
but only one a day. Won't overdo it.
Well, yeah. And the first time I saw him, it was like, wow, a grape, nice. And then we've we've added an
That was the day
apple.
you fell in love. You saw him
Yeah,
with his
no,
grape, and you
wow.
thought like, this man.
But you guys, seriously, sometimes your food is just so brown. I wonder who buys all the veggies. Because food here is just so, wow. Well, it's not called German cuisine, is it? Because there's no such thing as German cuisine.
Of course there is.
Oh, there is.
What is it?
Yeah.
Well, all
Schnitzel and
yeah.
brown and, yeah, okay, whatever.
Anything with potatoes usually.
Although
I mean,
we
outside
got
of
the
French
potatoes
fries.
from the Spanish, I think, and they got it from somewhere else.
What, the potato?
Yeah. It's
Okay,
not
no
original
one cares
to
about the
Germany.
potato.
So bread, I think, is the original German cuisine.
Okay, yeah,
Hard
well, and you
bread.
make good bread. That I can't. That I
Yeah.
can't.
But asparagus is also huge here.
Yeah, it is.
What,
for
limp?
some reason.
Limp asparagus.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice and limp.
Well, the green one we have too, but yeah, I don't know. Both taste like crap, so I don't know. Not my thing.
Even your what are the small cabbages called again?
Brussels sprouts?
Brussels sprouts are just like brown. Everything just turns out to be brown. It doesn't make sense.
That's such a weird complaint.
It's not a weird complaint. And then we've added what did we add?
I
A
don't
bit
know
of
what it
banana. But that's when he has to drink it with something. Otherwise, he's not a banana person. But he
Only in banana
he
split.
eats apples. He finishes them. And seeds.
It's like I'm a 2-year-old.
Yeah, when it comes to fruit.
Oh, he started eating fruit.
He's having solids.
He also caught a couple of really bad swear words, and he won't stop using them.
I'm happy for him. It's a good and he, as long as I'm gonna try and contort my body for yoga, it's as long as I'm hoping that he opens up and eats a kiwi or I don't know.
I'm pretty sure he would stop right away after we've talked for so long about it. Just in spite.
Stop it, Jan. Don't give him ideas.
I mean, he gets all his vital nutrients from the little salamis he keeps eating. So,
actually, I feel like my most full meal is a kebab because it has everything. Right? Has the bread, has the meat, has the veggies, salad. Salad is right in the meal. So, I'm good. And I've eaten the fruit before.
Before.
Not even like I just started now. I just don't tend to buy
also
them
like
for
two
myself.
tomato pieces per kebab, so counts as fruit.
Before.
No, the thing is really just that I don't tend to buy this, so I don't go out of my way to buy it.
Yeah, but it's the real first step. It's like just buying the stuff, putting it somewhere, like where you see it. If you are like, oh, I think I want to eat something, and then you eat it. So.
That's exactly it. It's there. I'm hungry a lot, so there's no sweets in the house. These are sad days. Gotta resort to fruit.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, speaking of that, my God, what are we gonna do with you?
What are we gonna do?
No, yeah, I don't know. Since the festive season, been eating a lot of sweets, and I get it so messed uply addicted to the stuff. Like now, after every meal, like a cigarette, I have to like.
Hmm.
I want to
It's a
eat
habit.
something. Hmm?
That's a bad habit. I think we're gonna talk about bad habits today.
Sure.
Ah.
That's a bad habit.
Is that our segue? Or...
No. Let's keep it. I've got a couple of things I want to talk before we start with the games and addiction. Yeah. So I guess if I
What are you
already,
pregnant?
like, broke the flow. No, I think there's two things I really want to talk about, and then there is the addiction stuff, and then there's a quick reminder on Epic Store. There's a cool game free at the moment called Dandara. Looks like a pretty cool pixely 2D Metroidvania platformer. So that's like one thing. So check that out. I think it looks pretty cool. Also, main character is a woman of color, so bonus points for that. And on Steam, there is currently what's it called? Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator for free.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so that's just two mentions I want to throw out there. I think we need to talk about it too much, but both looks pretty interesting. So I got both. Might check it out at some point. Maybe even stream. Then, so beginning of the week, I had no internet, and it was an interesting experience here in the house with my parents and my brother and their Alexas, like Amazon Alexas around the house, because they don't work either if they don't have internet. So they were like, Alexa, do this and that. And Alexa was, I'm sorry, I don't have an internet connection, but I'll try to get one. And then they just do nothing. And because they have a smart TV, the TV didn't work either because it somehow also needed internet. So yeah, we played some board games. We played like one game I had. I bought them. It was fun. And then we watched the VHS. We watched the Turtles, the first Turtles movie on VHS. Because yeah, this was one of my favorite movies back in the day. It was, I think, my favorite movie probably. And it's surprisingly good. It's not bad. It's really not a bad movie. But it was like, it's really, you see its age. I think it was like 93, 94 or something like that when it came out. Like when we recorded it on VHS. Also with the ads from back in the day on there. And they are hilarious. We watched all the ads and we laughed at it. It was great. Carlito's Way was just coming to the cinema as a sign for how that is. Yeah, I don't know. That was really a treat, like watching the old VHS stuff. Yeah.
Nice.
And then, have you heard the news?
Which ones?
I'm just saying that I'm trying to make it a thing. The GameStop news.
Yes.
That's crazy. I followed it like today, yesterday, I think maybe even the day before.
What's that?
So, so apparently, GameStop is basically a brick and mortar store chain for video game stuff. So video games, consoles, all that jazz. However, similar to the VHS stuff, like the Blockbuster, who went bankrupt, brick and mortar stores for games aren't really doing good right now. So the chain has been like going down, but apparently it's not that unhealthy. It's got enough money. It sells the consoles and makes, I think, a decent amount of money with that. But a couple of institutional investors, I'm not really versed in that, but I really researched a lot just out of curiosity. But so big firms, big broker firms, they betted against GameStop. So what they did is they lent GameStop, what's the word, stocks, and then they immediately sold them, thinking that because the price is sinking for GameStop, when they have to give them back the stocks, they can buy them for much cheaper than they sold them at that point. And they were actually speculating that GameStop would reach zero. So they would never have to give them back anymore. And they managed to lend 140% of the stocks. So they got all the stocks, lent them, sold them, then lent again some of these stocks. I don't know how that works, but they did it, and then they sold them again speculating that these stocks would reach zero and they would have to pay nobody back. And one Reddit user called Deep Fucking Value, he noticed that, or this person noticed it, and bet against them basically, which is a good idea because if it doesn't reach zero, they have to buy the stocks back to give them back to the people they lended to, right? So the stocks will go up eventually if they don't reach zero. I think they bought like a big part, like 50,000 dollars or something like that. And then they posted it on the Reddit forum Wall Street Bets, which is, I don't know, it's a pretty deprived subreddit about people, betting on stocks and like memeing about it, and feels pretty like unhealthy, toxic humor there. But that's their thing. I don't know. But he posted that. He told them, look, there are like firms who shorted. That's the term for like lending and then selling. Shorted this stock of GameStop by 140%. They will have to buy them back eventually if it doesn't reach zero. So it's not a bad idea to get these stocks now. And somehow this led to this movement where people were, wait a minute, 140%, that's ridiculous. And what happens if we just buy them and hold them so we don't sell them? Then they can't buy them back. And the more the stocks increase in value, the more these big companies lose in money. And because there's no limit to how much a stock can rise, they could lose infinite money in theory. And what happened is so many people bought stocks in GameStop that the GameStop, like it had like $10, it went down to about $3 before this user noticed it, and now it's I think at $300 or something like that.
Oh.
And the company Melvin Capital made like about like billions in losses, and they haven't sold it back. So they were able to lend money from another company called Citadel. They just lent them 2-point-something billion dollars. And what they did was, what Melvin Capital did was, they sold a couple of these shorts, and then they shorted the GameStop again with this money. So they put more on the bet that this will go down. And yeah, the Redditors, they feel like they're doing a good thing. They're protecting GameStop, of course, because what like Melvin Capital did was basically manipulating the market by like shorting it to more than 100%. That should be illegal, but it isn't. So they just kept buying these GameStop stocks and the stocks went up and up and up. And, this messed the market up so bad that like a couple of these apps they use to make their brokerage, like Robinhood, they stopped allowing you to buy these stocks because of it's really complicated. So there are firms that like hold the money and all that stuff, and they were like, okay, something's weird here, so we can't allow this because we can't provide that much money. I'm not sure what's really going on there, but it smells really fishy.
They're only
Especially,
restricting normal people though.
yeah,
The hedge
but
funds they can keep, and they're forcibly selling the shares of the regular people.
I've heard that from my brother, but I haven't seen anything about that. But could be just that I just haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, no, people have
So
been posting
apparently-
screenshots of the notices and stuff.
Hmm.
So they've prevented the
Wow,
regular folk
That is nasty.
from keeping
Yeah.
hurting the billionaires,
Yeah.
and are now like actually like stealing their stuff.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, basically what we're seeing is a bottom up like revolution on the stock market, where like the small investors go against these big capital firms and really bleeding them dry. I think Melvin Capital is basically insolvent now.
Should. I mean,
Yeah, I'm not sure, but like with the selling and not allowing to buy them, there are like companies behind this. And these companies basically they have to provide like a security if you buy something, and if this like changes or if the people can't really pay for this, then they have to pay that back. And they thought like the risk is too high, and that's why they stopped it. That's how I understood it. It's pretty complicated. I don't think, for me, it didn't sound like that like the big capital companies are behind this, that you can't buy them. I think it will be possible to buy more stocks in a couple of days, if I'm right. Otherwise, I have some bad information, but I know I'm not a broker. I'm the developer. So, but I've read like a lot of the articles, and it's crazy what you can read. Like I've seen like the Financial Times calling the Redditors that there are like alt-right people among them, discrediting them as Reddit bros that are.
he's gone. There he goes. Let's see if he comes back. But yeah, no, it's big companies protecting each other.
Yeah, there we are again.
Oh, I hear something.
Oh, my cam, right?
Yes.
Here we go.
Okay.
This game again. All right. Yeah. Reddit, like calling it like the people on Reddit, they collaborated to game the market, to manipulate the market. It's such horseshit. It's crazy, especially because did you know how these apps function? Robinhood, how they make their money? They basically, if you buy a stock there, they tell another company, hey, this guy's about to buy a stock. And then this other company is saying, okay, cool, then let's buy a stock before they do. And then if they buy it, the stock rises, then we can sell it again. And they're just making money of this spread. So basically they are using the users on Robinhood, which is supposedly like the answer. So like allowing regular people to be stockbrokers, and they're just like using them. And yeah, I don't know. I've read that the Wall Street Bets Discord was banned because of hate speech and alt-right stuff, which I don't know. I'm not on that Discord, so that's totally possible. Though it's really weird that this happens exactly now. Like, what's going on there? That this is now a problem. Like, that's not a coincidence. It's, I don't know, pretty weird.
I mean, I
But
have
yeah,
seen that like Proud Boys and whatever like tried to claim this thing as their push against the elite, which in their language always means the Jews. So I think they've tried to like hijack that, and so I guess it could be both, that it's like bullshit reasoning just to shut down this thing that's hurting the money, but also that they actually have, as soon as they heard of it, tried to infiltrate it and make it into a win for themselves.
Yeah, I'm sure they do, and I'm sure there are like alt-right people on Wall Street Bets. I mean, it's Reddit, so of course. And yeah, it makes sense that they try to claim it, and it makes more sense for like the business elite to try and frame this as, these are the people who stormed the Capitol and now they are attacking our financial security. I'm really interested how this all plays out.
Did you see one of the Proud Boys? Speaking of Proud Boys, I think the main guy, if not
the
somewhere, more like Hispanic.
Gavin?
Yeah, but black Hispanic.
Okay, Duck. Yeah.
Yeah, no, he was.
There's an informant.
Well, basically, he snitched. He got caught.
He's been snitching.
I don't think he's been.
Oh, okay.
I think he just, when they arrested him, he then turned on everyone, basically, to save himself. Like, he hasn't been an undercover agent or anything.
Okay. Why did it read like that at that article?
Because they always want to frame it in, like, a positive way. I don't know what's up with the newspapers there.
I don't know. I just know in Germany that we had like lots of informants in the far right circles, and they've basically been financed by the state and just been doing their thing there and like strengthening the right circles. So I wouldn't be like surprised if he was an informant before just to get money, but I don't know. This whole informant stuff is really weird in concept.
I also wanted to ask about, is it Alexa?
Yeah.
Like, why? Why do you need an Alexa in your house?
Well, it's a neat piece of technology that allows you to turn on the radio with your voice, put things on a list. Lots of other stuff that my parents aren't using, but I don't know, you can search for stuff, you can ask her questions, you can just like ask her to tell you a joke, tell you some piece of information. It's basically an interactive, I don't know, like a little PC that you can talk to. So I'm not like, on principle, I don't have a problem with Alexa. It's just that it's Amazon and that they have to communicate with like the internet to find out what you really said, and so they have to transmit this. And I don't know, apparently only if you say Alexa, it starts like sending
recording
stuff. Yeah, according to them, but
yeah,
I think people tested this and that seems to be right. But even then, like, I don't know, it feels fishy. I think I like the idea behind the technology, but if I would have something like that in my house, I would want to have it on Linux or something I have complete control over. So yeah.
Okay.
I think they do collect data. It's the same with phones. People have tried this, saying certain words around their phones without activating them first, and then the ads changing.
I know this because I swear to you, we're talking about a beggar place, and the next thing, stuff is just coming on.
Like, it could always be like just random, right? So I'd need to see like statistical data to really be sure about that. But I can believe that they do this. Like this makes sense in a capitalist system to just do it anyway, because I'm sure you get way more benefit than you would be fined if you get caught. So you must do it basically.
No, it's understandable. It's like how I can't switch on my phone without, like, it won't switch on if I hide my, like, if I just.
But I think that has to do with the proximity sensor. It assumes that you don't want to turn it on because it's in your pocket or something.
Okay.
Yeah, that's possible.
Okay, but still, I just like.
Yeah,
Those are
you're
some of
giving
the
up some
things that
control.
you have to have it on, otherwise, I don't know. Like, just it must not be hindered by any obscured. What's the word I'm trying to find? Hide visuals.
Hey,
Come on,
Friedrich.
word guy.
And Jana, possibly.
Hello, the two of you.
So what are you looking for?
Never mind.
Okay, I won't.
We've missed the plot.
Yes.
Anyway, no, I mean, someone. What did we watch where it says your information is like, just forget it now. Like, we shouldn't even be having this conversation because everything is just recorded. We are submitting it. We are giving it to them. They're taking it without us. It just doesn't matter.
I mean, I don't like this kind of thinking because it's so defeatist. So like, we can't do anything about it. But you can like just choose other software, choose other stuff, and then you can prevent. You don't have to be recorded.
No, I mean, it's not defeatist per se, and I do agree with you. You can go through lengths and lengths to not give information, but yeah, if you're walking down the street, there's a camera, you're recorded. Everything's just you can hide here and then not hide, be unable to hide somewhere else. Not saying give it to them, like have Alexa in your home all the time and you're just chit-chatting, and the next thing, everything that's happening in the house is recorded. Simply just because it's on all the time.
Yeah, that's definitely a fear. And I mean, all that could be good if like we wouldn't be living in a system that like optimizes in making money instead of like meeting the needs of people.
Does Alexa make a good friend?
Well, she doesn't tell any good jokes, so I'd say no.
Have you tried it?
Yeah. Like they have like an Alexa with a screen, so she suggests things to you, and she's like suggesting, I've got a joke. Like, ask me the joke of the day, and then I ask her, and it's always like the worst kind of joke, so flat and unfunny. So yeah, that's not really great. Also, like the tip of the day is always like, ugh. And yes, people without humor are always bad friends.
Oh my gosh. What? They misunderstood, Friedrich. They very misunderstood. Yeah, no. They'll meet another person without a humor. They make good friends together. Two bad friends make good friends. Okay. I'm trying to be optimistic for that person who doesn't have a sense of humor.
I don't know any people who have a bad sense of humor. I have people with a weird sense of humor, but I don't know.
I have a dark sense of humor. Like, stuff is
I like that.
just always on the weird side and just off. Like, but yeah, no, I get it.
I will not cite like the example, but at one time I had like a joke in my head, and I had it for so long, and I knew it was bad, and like probably nobody would find that good. But at some point, I was prompted to say it, and I said it, and everybody ignored it and just continued the conversation as if nothing happened, because it was so weird and out of the way that nobody really wanted to engage with it. And I was like, okay, maybe I should listen to this feeling that says like, don't say it.
But sometimes that feeling just wants to be out there and just saying it, right?
Yeah.
There you've got results. You've got the results that you didn't, well, you knew, so it proved you right. Or wasn't it?
I don't know what really, I mean, maybe it's the wrong crowd, but it was pretty depraved, so it's okay. I got it out once, and now I can listen. I don't have to try it again. But what's haunting me is this idea, like, is this funny? This could be funny, right? This maybe people will laugh if you say that. And I tested it, and it did not go well. So I know better now.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
So
Nothing much.
Well, in that case, I'm just gonna continue talking.
Oh no.
Hannes talking.
I've been playing a game, and then I've deinstalled it because I was angry with it. Then reinstalled it, played it some more, deinstalled it again because I was even more angry, reinstalled it, and then I just didn't deinstall it anymore. I had the urge to, but I didn't. And it's called Solitarica. I even streamed it for a bit. I think I streamed it when I first played it. And my fazit was that it's too random. It's too random, and thereby it's not fun, and that's the reason you shouldn't play it. But then, yeah, as I said, I deinstalled it, and I don't know what it is in myself. It's like it's a card game. It's basically solitaire, like a simplified version of solitaire. I don't know. I can explain it. I'll explain it when we have like a picture or so it's easier. But yeah, I don't know what's up with card games. I think it's uninstall is the English word for deinstalling. Oh yeah, interesting. Did I say deinstall? Uninstall. Yeah, I uninstalled it, of course. Thank you.
The remote isn't working.
Are you looking for a picture?
Yeah.
Or something?
Yes. Technical difficulties this side. Working on it.
I know. So somehow, like card games, they just have something that really gets me. And I noticed that I showed this game my brother. He came in when I played it, and then he installed it on his mobile phone and played it too now. And it's a mobile game that was ported for PC, and you really notice the mobileness there.
You look like a pilot in your stream.
Yeah, I tried to do some gimmicks with Dr. Hackenstein. I don't think it worked out very well, so I stopped
It's
again.
cool. I got the point.
Pilot in the stream.
You meant well.
Well, it's a process. So basically, you have your deck of cards at the bottom. It's just a regular deck of cards, and then you try to get rid of the cards at the top there. You can see them, like these decks of cards there. And if you've removed them all, you win this round. You defeated the enemy, and you can continue. Every time you have to draw a new card, you get the enemy gets one action and does something like hurt you or stun you or something. So each card has a specific kind of energy, and this energy, like at the bottom right, you can see this the energy bars going up, and you can use them to use the actions on the left side. They're a little bit like obscured now, but basically like destroy a card, look at what you would draw, heal, all that just, and then like more interesting stuff is coming. Yeah, and it's a weird combination of like just luck, because like if you in this example right now, if you would have like a 6, or let's say you've got a 9, that would be ideal. The 9 you can match with everything that's 1 up or 1 down. So 9 can match with a 10 or an 8. So you would have a 9. You click on the 8. Now 8 is your card, so you can match with the 7. Then you would hope that you get a 6 underneath. Then you could go 6, 5, 4. Hopefully you've got a 3, then 3, 2. And thus you like deplete the stacks at the top to continue, and you get your energy to use your actions. But sometimes you're just unlucky and the cards don't match, and there's nothing you can do. You can play ideal, but you will die. You have no chance. It's just luck at some point. But of course, there's a lot of skill in there too, like how you match it, like in which direction you go. It's easy to learn, and it's pretty fun somehow. Like this, I'm not sure what it is. Why like this randomness of card games, or this theme of card games just gets me so good. Like I get really easily addicted to these games. And it's annoying because this game is created for mobile, meaning it's a free-to-play game, and they want you to lose more than you win, except if you put in real money. And if you got it, it was free on Epic Store a couple of weeks ago. If you got it there, you can't put money in there. So luckily for me, you just have to grind to get more like to get more slots for items. You can buy yourself redos. So if you lose to someone, you can play it again. Otherwise, you would have to start from the beginning. I just once managed to go to like almost to the end of one run. Just once I managed to do this, and it just failed because the enemy just had like an ability that made my abilities practically mute. So, and then I didn't have enough luck. It was just like 1 or 2 cards that were left, and I just didn't find a match, and then I died. And then I got angry and I deinstalled. But then next day, I kind of have this feeling again. I wanna try this again. Maybe I'm lucky, maybe I don't. I mean, it's not so bad to lose, right? Why is losing so upsetting for me? Let's just try it again. Maybe I can get some cool abilities. Like after each encounter, you can buy items that help you like permanently, and new abilities. You can have up to 5 or so, or 6, 7, 8, 7, 6, maybe 6. I don't know. Yeah. So that's my story. My name is Jan, and I'm addicted to card games.
Yeah. Hi, Jan.
Prime Division needed a paid
Yeah.
continue.
Yeah, that would have worked pretty well, I think. I mean, everything this game does well is something we could have used for Prime Division too. I really watched this game, like the story, like it's not really a story. It's just your path to a castle stuck. So you fight the forces of being stuck, and you lose, of course, if you're stuck. So it's kind of neat. You know, you have these enemies. They don't do really too like absurd stuff. It's pretty decent. It has a humor. It displays the path you have to finish to like reach an end. You have like this theme around it. It's really well made. It's just I wish it wasn't so brutal with the losing. I wish you just just give me like one redo every time or something like that. It's just brutal and it makes me upset, but still I play this game. What's wrong with me?
Wow.
Have you never had a game like that?
Oh yeah, no, sure. The thing that I react to the worst is idle clickers. Like I don't know what it is about just numbers going up, but like I have to every once in a while. I think like Candy Box was fun, especially Candy Box 2. I mean, Pepper Prince, the original, was basically a kind of reimagining of it. There's a lot of overlap, and yeah, I get so lost in it, and then I play all the ones that I know because I want to keep playing more. And there's those what was that called, like Hero Clicker or something like that, where you basically endlessly fight monsters by clicking, and it gets to a point where I feel so bad. It actually makes me actively feel bad to keep playing this. I'm just in it, It's like I have to keep using, even though I'm already like, I don't know that. And then I have to like actively stop myself. Like it's an actual process to stop playing these things. That always is hectic. Like cookie clicker and all that stuff. It's, I don't know, making numbers go up.
Mine is winning.
Winning?
Just Candy Crush. Just seeing there was another one of like soda bottles where they just fill up, and just there's a time where you hit Candy Crush, for instance, and it's just it won't stop. It just keeps on calculating and again numbers just going up, and you want to be, and they set you up that you
like a chain reaction.
Yeah, I like the chain reaction. I like the fact that you would have, they set you up like your number so and so to win something. Like, so you've got these side competitions that are going on to get extra lives, to get whatever. I don't know what else you get there. Like more, I don't know, extra little things that you can use in the game. Just mostly about lives, because that's what you need. And there's obviously little, as I said, stuff that you can do to win the game more. There's another one where, and to uninstall it, it's taken him, it's taken my will, I think about that game all the time. That
and it's really a bad move right now.
For some odd reason, I have a phone that doesn't Huawei. That obviously they're battling now, so I don't have Google Play. And I've tried one or two things that are sort of Candy Crush, and they're so underdeveloped that, I mean, it's kind of like a season. You've got a season or so many steps. After that, the game is done. And you uninstall when you don't want to uninstall. But they are they're bad for me. Games like that. You don't want to do anything. Your phone is always on the charger.
Yeah.
Yes, just yeah. So hi everyone. My name is Badi and I am addicted to Candy Crush or Candy Saga or whatever saga games. Anything that saga game is just like, yeah. Nice meeting you all. I've lost families.
I love the Candy Crush mechanic, like the match 3. I'm
Yeah.
a sucker for that as well. I played Zookeeper for a while, but it's really simplified. So I never got to the hard stuff like Candy Crush because I noticed this, and I'd rather like make my own game with this mechanic, like doing this basically the same thing they are doing with Solitaire, just with Candy Crush. I think there are a couple games like that already. I think what was that? Gems of War. I played that. I played that quite a while too. Yeah, I got addicted to this too. And it always felt like it wasn't really like these games are somehow like making me feel intelligent, I guess. I think that's the pull. Like I am really smartly maneuvering this and making the right choices, and that's why I win. And that's why I get so upset if I lose because the game is telling me, you're dumb. And I'm like, what? That was just bad luck. You fucking game. Uninstall.
I think mine is with Candy Crush is because there's no thought into it. There's no. There's really nothing to learn. There's just escapism, and that's addictive because I'm the queen of escapism in this house. Like there isn't a moment of resting. I mean, mine is that the only time I can eat sweets is on is on there. And that's it makes me feel clever also, kind of in a way, because then I can't do these where you have to think of a fantasy and like Pepper Prince. I have to remember that I got someone that side and I gotta go and get peppers. I gotta go and get that other.
That's what the journal is for, so you don't have to remember.
To maneuver all those things when the machine can do it yourself. And of course, starting games is the solitaire and the whole lot. Those are quite easy. And what's the other one? 24?
24?
2048.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah, that also can get bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's those very quick, what do you call that?
Playthroughs, like...
Like those highs, quick turnaround on those. Well, you have a lot of successes very quickly.
Yeah.
So it's like, what is that? There's a word for it. I almost have it.
Yeah. Funny, when I ask for a word, I never get one.
Does that mean?
Like I need a summarized version or a better explanation.
What do you call the hormones that are making you feel happy? Euphoric?
Serotonin, dopamine.
Yeah, maybe it's a dopamine rush.
Yeah.
But I feel like there's a word for that. What you do basically, that every time
So it's gambling.
you match.
Like gambling, you mean the Skinner box?
It's like instant gratification, like over and over. Because every match is a success, and every field cleared is a success, and it just keeps you just one more. Because it feels good and it's easy and it's quick. So basically, you just like gratification after gratification quickly and without doing much. And that
But you don't always know when you get a gratification, right? That's like a little randomness in there.
yeah.
That's the Skinner box idea. That like random rewards are like better than and making you addicted to something. It's the same with that. Like some runs they run perfect. Some runs are like ending it as a second encounter, and it's just randomness. And so you never know when you will get the reward, but somehow that makes it just more likely to replay and retry this.
Yeah. That stuff seriously works. I mean, I even noticed that on like on Tinder, the swiping. You know, it's like, oh, just one more, just one more, just one more, type of thing. So they have the game loop down on this stuff.
I got that on Reddit. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess a lot of
it's the weirdest thing. Like I noticed myself doing this. It's late. I think I should go to bed, but still, I open up Reddit just to have like one last dopamine rush, like one cool information I haven't seen before that will somehow make me happy. And I just scroll and look at that, look at this, but nothing really satisfies me.
Yeah. I have that with a sort of completionism that I want to scroll through Twitter until I'm done.
Yeah.
Type of a thing. It's.
Is that why you stay up so late?
Yes, I need to get to the top. But that in general works also really well on me. You know, something like Far Cry 3, I've actually like 100%ed it. Like a couple of those, you know. The typical Ubisoft, like everything is full of markers and gems and whatever you can collect. And that gets me, this stuff. Like at some point, not from the beginning, but when I start to see, okay, I can do this. Because sometimes it's just so much that I'm like, yeah, I don't care. I have to not care in order to play this. But yeah, if there's something like, okay, you have these 4 islands, there's like 50 things here and there, so I just run around and just collect it all. And I also have a bad time doing this. So that's always the thing with these addictive mechanics. I'm actually having a really bad time. I just have to do it anyway.
That's kind of, it's so weird because you don't wish, I don't know how it is with you, of course. Like I don't wish this game was less addictive. I just wish it was like more fulfilling for me. It would like punish me so hard with its fucking randomness. Just want to be happy. Give me this game. Come on.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, like at first I thought like, it's just bad randomness. Like, it's a crap game. But then I tried again, and then I went really well. And for a while, like I don't know, a couple of hours, I thought like this game, you just have to be good at it, then it's fun. But then, I mean, I got better. I really did. But it's just sometimes it just doesn't work. You can do everything right, and you will lose at the 3rd encounter. There's nothing you can do. Nothing. And it's just, it feels so bad and it hurts me so that I just deinstall it, but still I get back to it. I mean, I probably won't get back to it now. I mean, I did play today. So at some point I will stop. I mean, I stopped Hearthstone. Like Hearthstone was the same thing for me. You know, you could build your deck and you would play and I would lose. I think I'd win like out of 10 games, I would win 8. But losing 2 times was just so rough that I couldn't cope.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's also definitely something that ruins it. Because I guess it is about the success, the constant success, that if things take too long or like achievements work for me if they're achievable. You know, I do like clearing all the achievements. I stop doing it if they're hard, or because I don't want to, I don't want to have failures. I want only successes.
Yeah, exactly.
Huh.
Oh man. Yeah. I mean, like on the one hand, I feel disappointed with myself that I'm so sensitive to failure. Because I think I don't think it's good. I think it holds me back like in my life. But on the other hand, I don't feel these games are really fair and like giving me something good. So I don't know. I don't feel like I have to try and like I think at the end I just I want to quit or like get the satisfaction I want.
Yeah, definitely.
And I'd love to do a game like this. Like this game is so near to what I really love. I need to make a card game. Yeah, Hearthstone was really a bad time for me. Like it started out really well, and then I progressed on the ladder to a point where I would get just too many good players, and then I would like get really upset. Then I had to stop because I got really aggressive. Like I remember, it's not only like my ex-girlfriend, but my previous ex-girlfriend too mentioned that and was like unhappy with me, like starting screaming and punching on the walls and stuff. Not on the walls, but on the
Wow.
table. Yeah, it's really upsetting for me to lose in this because for me, like Hustle felt like I'm matching my intelligence against someone else's, and then if the game, like the random element of the game fucks me over, I just can't cope with that. And yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's good. I think this is something I really would like to learn, but I don't know. Practicing it with games like that did not help me. The opposite was the case. Just got more and more upset.
There you go again.
Yes. Hmm.
There's a game that we have in our old PC with the. It's like a word game that I like. That you sit there, it's timed like 2.5 minutes. You are given about, I don't know, a bunch of letters and you make words. And you are given, so you play against the teacher.
Uh-huh.
And I love those games. I love that's when I learn something. Typing words and there's a timer and you have to think about these words and I like Scrabble.
Do you know Bookworm?
No.
That's a game that I have where it's basically like a Scrabble type thing that you play by yourself. You have like rows of letters and you build words out of connecting them. So then each are next to each other, and then they disappear and they fall down and new come. So it's a bit like a Candy Crush.
Yeah, that would be
Scrabble.
nice. Me and words like that. And then what I can't stand is that she's not challenging sometimes, the teacher itself. So that vexes me a bit. Because I want a challenge. I want a challenging opponent, but the one that you have with the computer is sometimes almost so lazy to think. It's a bit of an old game, and I don't know who made it, but
it's not a meaningful victory if it was too easy, right?
Huh?
If it was too easy, the victory wasn't really meaningful.
No, and I like the fact that I'm always winning. When she wins, then with that one time, I'm like, what the hell happened here?
Yeah, but it shouldn't be too easy to win.
And
Like you
so of
should
course she's got
still be
the
winning.
she's got the voices. We've switched off the voices, but when she's there, surely you can do better than that.
Oh wow, judgy game.
Yeah, no,
That's
she's
not
feisty.
judgy anymore.
She's feisty with the glasses. Sometimes the chemistry set comes through, like she mixes potions or something, the chemicals, and they blow out, and like, yeah, it's weird. So yeah, those are my kind of games. The live Scrabble on Facebook is fun. Um, and I win. I've won so many, but then there's obviously people that they pair you up with, and like I've never reached number one. I'm always in the top five. Uh, yeah, it's just like it hurts. It hurts that I haven't been number one. Same goes with the yoga stuff,
Yeah,
where the app itself tells you. I've added more time for exercising, but at the same time, when you look, and I don't know why I look, they've taken the streaks. Now I look at at the people that are on the same app as me, and I am not even in the top 100. There's always like I'm 20 minutes shy of of being in the top 100. Well, in the 100. Yeah, that not being in it just vexes me. So I think
yeah,
I'm addicted to being in the numbers, whatever number is there.
yeah. That's really a screwed up mechanic too. Like this comparison, like to, yeah. I mean, especially with yoga, like, right, that back in the day you would compare yourself like to the people in your village, but now you compare yourself to the whole world. And of course, like there are more than 100 people better than you. I mean, it's a world. Like people have been born just being practicing yoga, and yeah, there's nothing you can do about that. Like just like fluke genius word puzzle people. What can you do? And yeah, I really don't like that. And I mean, like the competitive gaming scene, like StarCraft, they actually make like individual tiers, and you have like a ladder with like, let's say, 10 other people who are roughly your strengths, because that feels much better than knowing that you're like if you're top 3 of the 10 people in your area. That's much better than like being top 1000 in the world, even though like top 1000 is probably much better. It's really how our mind works, right?
Frederick and what's it? Is it Hannah? Jana? Hannah?
Yeah, no.
Jana. The pieces. That's why you should make games that only you can win. So yeah.
That sounds like a Friedrich thing to say, I think. But yes, I'm trying. Play my game Prime Division. So, no, the thing is, Prime Division, yeah, I have been at the top 10 for a while, and then now there are people who are beating me. So up to make the next game, I guess. I mean, the Wizard, we all also had like this one dude who took it to the extreme and made a world record. He even like recorded all his playthroughs. Like we have records of all his games, or maybe I lost them when I lost my HD. But in any case, he figured it out how to play better than I thought it was possible. So yeah, it's tough to make games that only you can win. Turns out like having lots of people being able to play your games means there will be some who are better at playing your game than even you are.
Yeah, no.
It certainly is a fun feeling. Back in Metal Chaser times, I did have like all the 10 highest scores, so that you guys asked me to like implement a thing that only one is shown. It's not to discourage people.
Yeah, that's true. You pushed everyone out of the high score because you were just playing it way more than everyone else, and you were better at it too. So you already like tried to get like 10 more points than you did before, and nobody could get at this at this score at all. Yeah. I also get really tired of this. Like I play my game and then I don't know. I just lose interest in playing it. I don't know what's up with that. But Friedrich says, or Red Rogue says that the strongest spell in Black and White was somehow cast by writing Peter Molyneux's signature. I didn't know that, but that's a good trick to make sure that you keep winning.
And he's gone.
No! Come back! Are you
Sure
gonna
you
try
will.
it again?
Try what?
The remote. Why aren't you removing the game? Oh, you like it there?
Some nice visuals while we're being boring.
Okay. Hi!
Speak for yourself. Hey!
Oh.
Back in the game.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I've only ever like been addicted to games like that. I think I've been addicted to Magic the Gathering for a good while. So that always felt like a bit more healthy because I was just like building decks and thinking about it and then playing with other people, not like being on the PC on my own.
I don't know. Being addicted to games. I'm addicted to TV games.
Oh, well.
I know. I think the game that I have here, what is it called? What is this game called?
What is it called on your home screen?
Does it have that?
Right, this. ONET?
Connect Animal. Want. Something about puzzles. And all I want to do is just beat my previous score. And that is a time-based one. That you put the puzzles together and it comes in different shapes and like not shapes but it flows in different like ways diagonally. Sometimes they putt in the center and sometimes it starts on the left instead of the right, so the levels just move a different way, so it messes up your head. And yeah, it's very hard to just beat your own score by how many you can match in like I don't know how long. And you only have so many times. Then when you met what do you call it? Like deadlock, then it swaps, and those are also the swapping times are numbered. The searching where you can match is numbered, and of course then I cheat sometimes by watching an ad because then you can get some time to play again or time to check for another match or something like that. It's just, yeah.
That's not cheating.
Well,
game
no, I mean,
wants you to do it.
I wanted to do it. Yes, that's a gamer's mind of saying, I don't want to. And that is addictive to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
I
hope
mean,
it helps with quick matching and quick reflexes. So yeah, I don't know.
I remember when there was like this case of gamers are really good at being drone pilots, and I was like, oh, that's not a good thing, to be honest. That's not really what I'm working towards. Like the eye hand coordination.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, can't there be something more productive to do with that? Uh,
Oh well, guys. What else are you addicted to?
Drugs and alcohol.
Yay!
yeah, same. But less so than games like that. I mean, drugs and alcohol, I can manage much easier than this. I think it's more a habit. Like I don't have an urge. I don't usually have an urge to drink. It's more of a habit. Like if we are making a hoot out, I want to have a beer in my hand. It's like a habit I more or less consciously created. But if I'm just bored, I kind of want to play a game like that. Or if I just, anxious to start something really important and I don't want to do it right now, then I get like this urge to start some kind of fun little game that maybe doesn't take so long. And then, yeah, 2 hours later, I'm like, what did I do?
Wait, Red Rogue, before we go on, don't you mean Robots? The movie with Robin Williams instead of toys? That's Tom Hanks. Anyway, I'm curious.
Oh, I don't know what's toys. I don't know.
I don't
There's
know either.
Robots. There's toys. I think it was Robots. I don't remember toys. Oh, really? Wow.
Hmm.
I've never seen that.
Me neither. Is it good? What does IMDb say? 5.1. Okay, no, I'm not gonna watch that.
No, there's a robot. What's animation? Oh.
When Lieutenant General
No, Toys is not
Zelensky.
Tom Hanks. I wanted to say the other one. What is Toy Story?
Toy Story.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sorry, inherits a toy-making company and begins making war toys. His employees band together to stop him before he ruins the name of Zivu Toys forever.
Oh, no.
Okay.
What was the movie called? Please watch it.
Yes. So that we will do that.
Have you started watching Ash vs. Evil Dead?
No.
Great. Wait for that. I think this is something we can watch together. I'd love to just rewatch with you guys.
Oh my God! Speaking of you coming back.
I'm coming back.
You're
Yes.
coming back. That's so cool.
When?
Yeah. Well,
Next
my
week.
train back leaves on Tuesday, but I'd say maybe give me some time for quarantine.
Yes.
Quarantine.
No, of
But
course.
so yeah, so the week after, I think we can start our usual hijinks. I can come over and stuff.
Yeah, we can watch toys.
Yes, with lots of alcohol and drugs. I mean,
That's nice. I will watch. Because speaking of addiction, I'm impervious. So you guys go ahead. I will watch. I will drink my non-alcoholic beverage that gives me some sort of high. I think. Yeah, it does. And then yeah, we eat. a little. Because now we're starting our calories on the 1st of February. So that's counting calories.
Yes.
Might have a cheat day when you come around.
Not in the first week.
Oh,
It's all right.
what?
I can eat before I come over.
Okay, yeah. Eat, drink, and smoke, because clearly.
Sure, we can have a
Um,
kebab.
Okay.
My brother stopped drinking alcohol for the whole of January, so he made a dry January. And he also noticed that his urge to drink a beer at the end of the day, like after work, just vanished. It was just like a habit he had. And now it's gone, and then he doesn't really miss it, and he's not planning on starting it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, habits are really, really something.
Yeah.
Can be great, can be really bad.
Yeah, I think I had a bad, not an addiction, but a bad habit. Or am I making excuses?
Well,
Well,
I think for you, as for me, it's not so much being addicted to a specific thing, but addicted to feeling not like this.
Uh-huh.
mm,
Yes, hence addicted to TV.
Yeah.
mm,
Distraction. Addicted to distraction, basically.
Yeah.
mm.
So that's that. And
But
yeah, I love bread.
is that your bad habit? Is bread your bad habit or TV?
It's a bad. It's
all bad.
It's all bad. It's bad. I love cakes. I love carbs, and
Mm,
mustn't have
yeah,
much.
yeah.
Not so much sugar.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Not so much sugar. Or salt. Just I must have sugar in a carb. So
Mm,
that's worth.
yeah, carbs are great. I mean, I'm eating like a lot of yeah. What's Brötchen in English?
Bread
Small
rolls.
bread rolls. Yeah, lots of bread rolls and yeah, sausage, of course, sausage and cheese here. Yeah, I managed to stop doing this in the morning. So in the morning I'm just doing my muesli as usual. But today we made an exception to eat bread rolls and sausage again. It tastes so good. It's a shame. It tastes just too good.
Oh, guys.
Yeah.
Life
Aren't
is
you
hard. Huh?
starving? Speaking of food.
Oh no, I get enough. I get more than enough.
No, I meant now.
A little bit, yeah. I'm feeling, I'm feeling the hunger coming. Definitely.
Yeah, we're about to go on the stuff, so can I call dibs with ending the
Sure.
the
Can call
Hootout?
dibs.
But are we gonna end it? That's the problem.
Well, when we're gonna end it, you call dibs to do that.
It's
Yeah,
such a
so
beanie.
you can just end it.
I'm starving. You can't starve an African child.
So I
But
guess.
I think I've said everything I want to.
Sure.
Because there's carbs coming. We're having pizza.
Oh, nice. Yes,
So
I get it.
yeah,
Completely understand.
and I'm starving, and I'm like, Ugh.
Is that what you like?
Huh?
Is that what you like? All right.
Yep.
Bye.
I, on Yeah. Okay. I think you need to cut at that point for the for the highlight. Just fine and
Well, I wanted to say I'm excited you're coming back and seeing
I'm
you
excited too.
getting closer. Just, yeah.
So I guess the Hootout after next we're gonna do together again.
Yes.
That'll be cool.
All squeezing on the couch.
Yeah.
I'll sit on top of your lap.
I can move this back a bit.
Yeah.
Well then, I guess that's it then. Thanks for
Visiting
joining
us.
Yes.
And yeah, I guess we'll see you next time for the
Yes,
last
next
one
time.
of this arrangement for now.
Yeah. If you've just joined, I think someone just did. Sorry. But follow us, then you will be notified if we do this next week, and I'll be streaming next week a little bit of game development. So
Nice. Wait!
What are we waiting for?
Wait! I wanted to ask Jan about the weekend, the presentation that you did.
Uh-huh.
How did that go?
right, I forgot the event. Yeah, the event was okay. Right, we did talk about that. Huh.
It's a disappointment.
Yeah, I think that's a bit of a bigger topic.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Next time.
So next time. Yeah. I'm gonna write it on my list.
Yes, this is when you need a list.
Won't forget it.
Yeah.
Interested in it. Yeah.
While you're writing stuff down, ask me about Beyond Two Souls. Because I keep forgetting that I've played it or am playing it.
Yes, office work, some office work.
So something I should write down for you too, Bali?
No, I mean, I generally just
Wing it.
there's nothing
Alright.
to talk about for me. Not unless you want to talk about black issues.
Well, I guess we can talk about those as they come up.
Feministic black issues.
We don't really need a reminder since that's always
The
a
way,
topic.
yeah.
All right then. This was nice.
It was okay.
It was fine.
I think the beginning was great, but now it's petered out a little bit. So
It's true.
you
Yeah.
just came now. It's really a shame. You should have started from the beginning.
No, you can catch us on YouTube, catch us on wherever, Spotify,
Yes.
Discord, whatever.
Yes,
All
there
of
is a
those things.
Discord.
Yeah.
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 Cool. So I'm gonna send us over to Red King and
Yes.
two
Let's see what
viewers.
they have.
You and me, probably. Okay. Then see you next time. Bye.
Bye-bye.